Hey everyone, it's Cory McCarthy and thank you for tuning in. A viewer of mine via Facebook message recently directed my attention to a video of Greg O'Gallagher, who is also known as Kinobody, and some guy named Christopher Walker who I'd never heard of up to this point. This viewer specifically asked me to debunk the parts concerning flax and soy. Consider your request honored. I will try to keep this succinct for those with short attention spans, and I will only be focusing on the flax and soy segments per request. This doesn't mean that these guys are correct about everything else, I just didn't watch those segments. The two I did watch were bad enough. Now, I'm not going to splice in clips of their video, but rather I'm going to give you time codes so that you can go check them out for yourself. I've linked the video in the description below. I will instead summarize what was said and respond accordingly. Starting at 3 minutes and 5 seconds in, they kick off with flax seeds. Chris makes the claim that the lignans, which flax seeds contain in substantial quantity, are highly estrogenic compounds. The truth is, lignans are a class of phytoestrogens, which are estrogen-like compounds, but not actual estrogens. In fact, phytoestrogens have been shown to block receptor sites against actual estrogens, an effect that is quite the opposite of what you'd find with animal products like milk, which failed to make Chris's list. With regards to milk, the animal estrogens are actually absorbed and subsequently cause a significant reduction in hormones like testosterone in both men and children. Chris claims that research shows that flax seeds are highly estrogenic and thus decrease testosterone levels, but I'd like to see his references, specifically any well-controlled, large sample size studies on healthy human test subjects that led him to that conclusion. For now, I see no warranted concerns regarding flax seeds because what little damning human research does exist appears to be either conducted with too small of a sample size, as in one female test subject aged 31 who suffers from polycystic ovarian syndrome, or in overweight and obese women, which are not poster children for quality health. In fact, the largest human study on flax seeds and hormone levels that I could find, which was conducted on 28 adult human females with no noted health issues, didn't find any negative impact on endogenous hormones such as testosterone. Given the current body of human data, there simply appears to be no quality, well-controlled, ample-sized research on healthy humans demonstrating any effects of lignans on estrogen levels, whether by combination or activation or increase. And if any of my viewers actually possess such human research that meets the quality standards, by all means do supply me with the links in the comments so that I can properly review them. For now, there appears to be no convincing reason to avoid flax seeds simply out of the fear of negative hormone or reproductive consequences. And to claim otherwise grossly misrepresents the current data on this subject. Just 1 tablespoon of whole flax seeds contains approximately 117% of the European Food and Safety Authority's recommended daily intake for ALA omega-3 fatty acids, as well as nearly 3 grams of dietary fiber and about 2 grams of protein in just shy of 55 calories. So don't let these unsubstantiated myths about this nutritious food scare you from enjoying its benefits. Moving along. Later, at 19 minutes and 10 seconds in, they get to soy. Chris implies that soy is unhealthy and rushes in with the ubiquitous phytoestrogen argument, as well as citing harmful pesticides utilized in soy agriculture. Let's get the latter out of the way first. When it comes to conventional pesticides or even GMOs, if either of that truly bothers you, simply buy organic or non-GMO certified products. Pretty simple, guys. It's nitpicking to even bring this up. And those sorts of products readily exist, at least here in the States as well as the UK. And they aren't that pricey. Think $1.99 US for 14 ounces of organic extra firm tofu as sold by the Whole Foods Market. That's about $2 for 45 grams of high quality protein. A protein that is on par with eggs and beef, according to its protein digestibility corrected amino acid score. But back to the phytoestrogen argument, Chris supports his claim by verbally citing a couple human studies which would have been kind for him to actually link so that people could review them for themselves. And on that note, all of my references are linked over at my blog entry for this video, which is linked in the description below. Now let's cut to the truth of the matter. Based on 2 different meta-analyses of existing data extracted from over 51 human studies, 15 of which are placebo-controlled, neither soy protein nor its isoflavone intake demonstrates any significant effect on testosterone, sex hormone-binding globulin, free testosterone, or free androgen index in men. Furthermore, the isoflavones do not exert any feminizing effects on men either, even at intake levels equal to and considerably higher than what is typical for Asian males. Even furthermore, a 2015 Harvard study on 184 men undergoing infertility treatment found that soy intake did not play any role in fertility outcomes. And another paper, which reviewed the data from 3 intervention studies, found no concerns regarding soy isoflavone intake and reproductive hormones or semen quality. Additionally, yet another paper, which reviewed a total of 73 human studies with a median soy intake equivalent to 1 pound of tofu per day, or 3 soy protein shakes, found no statistically significant effect on testosterone levels or follicle-stimulating hormone levels, and in women, no statistically significant changes in menstrual cycle length. In 12 of those studies, there was even a minor reduction in estrogen levels from soy consumption in the female test subjects. So there you have it. I've just presented the data from approximately 137 total human studies, and when I scoured the journals for damning evidence regarding soy intake, I primarily found N=1 case studies, which is really no better than personal anecdote when it comes to drawing conclusions. Or I found studies on folks with 1 or more existing health conditions, such as diabetes, which in and of itself has been associated with low serum testosterone levels in research. Or I found studies on non-humans such as rodents, which is not conclusive for humans due to species-specific differences in isoflavone metabolism. Essentially, Chris is perpetuating ubiquitous soy myth that just won't die. And it's because of people like Chris that it just doesn't go away. A myth that is not supported by the larger body of quality research. At this point, I feel that it's also worth noting that phytoestrogens are found in other popular foods and drinks, and not just those that are popular amongst vegans, such as tofu. Examples include apples, oats, beans, lentils, yams, rice, carrots, pomegranates, and the ever-popular beverages like beer, whiskey, and coffee. Did you hear that, Greg? Coffee. While you sit there going along with soy being demonized, you actually promote another phytoestrogen-rich product. And you even sell it. The moral of the story is, even if you avoid soy or flax seeds, and even if you aren't a vegan, you are still likely getting a solid dose of phytoestrogens in your system on the daily. So why jump on a bandwagon by demonizing 1 or 2 foods from a particular category, and falsely, I might add? It just doesn't make any sense. I am left to assume that this Chris guy either genuinely doesn't understand the research, or he was simply cherry picking and therefore being incredibly disingenuous for some reason. All the while, Greg responds with mock surprise, anecdote, and/or supportive banter. In the end, I suppose it is really Chris who is wrong here, but Greg does need to educate himself, especially since he deals in nutrition and fitness services for paying clients. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, as well as hit that little bell-shaped button to keep on top of my regular updates. With that, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.